And we are going live with Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time we were escaping from Haven, who got trashed. No Haven, no shelter in Haven anymore, I suppose. And now we're gonna play a couple, maybe an hour or two tonight. Let's see how far we go. We're now we're in Skyhold. So welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, and we're just gonna play for maybe an hour or so, maybe two at the most. I noticed that I did drop a couple more followers, but it goes without saying that that is the way things go. I'm a little worried, but not too worried. Hopefully, it'll stabilize quickly enough. So I hope everybody's having a good Sunday night or Saturday Saturday night or Sunday morning. Maybe Saturday afternoon, maybe? No, I think it's either so we say bye-bye to Haven, not Heaven, because once it got trashed multiple times, so there's nothing left. And we met the real baddie of the piece, which is Corypheus. If you're 3 or more higher level than an enemy or character, defending in combat will no longer grant XP. Perform combat by using the tornado abilities on paralyzed, frozen, sleeping, or stunned foes. Search to highlight any nearby crafting floors and help locate materials. So really, I just like this game so much that, well, I'm still playing it. Takes a while to load. And also, we're about to meet what I consider to be, from the story of Dragon Age Inquisition, the worst part of Dragon Age Inquisition. So brace yourself for some major criticism. Not necessarily of this game, but of a previous game. So this is Skyhold, and it's a mess. It needs to be cleaned up.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
Where's my other... I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Everyone needs time for this transition.
Time won't help. Purpose does, and I got a load of it. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus, and we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
How's this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade. But ever forward,
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Gotta make space because otherwise I only can get 60 pieces. So let's see. Josephine, I haven't talked to Josephine in a while.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Under the auspices of a grand masquerade. The power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor.
Not yet. I'm not doing the Winter Palace yet. I prefer to deal with something else first. Well, you'll see.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine. To work? Any word?
Nothing yet. Let's see what we have.
I like the war table. It would be nice if you could have the room and walk in and move around, but that's not how that's gonna work. Let's look, have a look at the rest of Haven. I mean, Skyhold.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right?
Yep.
Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what do I step in?
I've apparently been through a lot. Yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you. Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt? You look dreadful.
I'll be fine, don't worry.
You bear it well. Good. The troops will take their cue from your composure. Now, let's keep up appearances. You've handled this crisis competently, saving as many lives as you did. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
You're wrong. We now have a better location and far more people at our disposal. This couldn't have worked out better if I'd planned it.
Yet we can hardly rely upon the whims of Providence to give us all our victories. This defeat may have turned to our advantage, but it will not last long. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear.
Well, she is ruthless, I'll give her that much.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, Thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
You grateful little bastard. Cheating
So, this
merchant.
is Skyhold.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you.
Thank you, Blackwall.
Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
I'm very comfortable sleeping under... What the hell is that axe doing there? That axe is there, and then you see the guy going like... that's not me. I didn't do it. And this is the part I don't like about Inquisition.
Inquisitor, meet Hawke, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though, I don't use that title much anymore.
Bullshit.
Hawke, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
That you didn't do anything for.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Really?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
If Corypheus has corrupted the Wardens, it may be too late to save them.
I understand. I'll do whatever's necessary to stop him. Corypheus is my responsibility.
Yeah.
I thought I'd killed him before.
Because you are useless and you haven't done.
I'll make sure of it.
You done anything?
Inquisitor.
No, I don't care.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
I don't care. You don't have anything to tell me. And this is the part I don't like about Inquisition. The insistence of like, hey, remember Dragon Age 2? It was a really good game. How do I convince you that it was a good game? Because we can remind you that here's the hero of... the champion of Kirkwall. Yeah. It's like, no, it wasn't a good game.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
Why are you so angry?
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Leliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished.
Well, that's a
Then
good leader.
we looked for Hawk,
with a
but he
proven
was
track
gone too.
record.
We thought
Why
you were
look for
connected,
Hawk?
But no.
Why?
It was just you.
He's
You
useless.
kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been
Huh?
at the saved Most Holy.
No, he wouldn't. He couldn't save himself.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now.
We
We're on the
don't
same
need
side.
him. He's useless.
all
There's an
know
entire
whose side
game.
you're
The only
on,
thing he
Varric.
did was,
It will
maybe,
never
if you
be
choose it,
Inquisitions.
duel the Arashok. That's it.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
I played the game.
You better not be keeping anything else from us.
Ah, I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
What? What have
I
you people
believe
done? They didn't do nothing.
He spun his
Nothing.
story for me, and I swallowed it.
Ugh. Like, what
If
exactly
I
did
just
they do?
made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Good thing I still like you.
I'm serious.
You think I'm not?
I want you to know. I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I... If I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Sorry about that. The stream seems to be clunking out for some reason. Let me see if we can start up again. I think I know what's going on, and let's talk to her again.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Yeah, I think I know what it is, but...
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I have some more questions.
Let me see if that works.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus, I did not see Nevarra, the real Nevarra, until much later. By then, I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King
I hope that
Marcus.
works. It
The
stops,
king
though.
executed them.
So it's
but
not the
spared
stream, it's my
brother and I
computer, or
since we
it's
were family and
not
children at the
OBS, so...
time. Thus, we were raised by my uncle.
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi.
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead. They bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
Again, that seems to be another exception to the mages in circles. Her uncle is an important person, part of the Pentagast clan and family, they're nobles, and he's a mage. But he's one of these Mortalitasi, and so, apparently...
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I
apparently
will
it's
tell
not
you
really
if you
doing
wish,
much of anything.
but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Leliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it. But the
That's another
forces
thing. It's
arrayed
like you
against her
don't
were too
you don't
strong.
need the whole
Sometimes
thing
you
with
have to
Dragon Age
break
2
bones so it can be
to set up
rebuilt.
the fact that you have
That's
the
where the
Templar
Inquisition
mage.
comes in.
That would have happened
It
anyway.
was
In fact,
to
they
be
didn't
the
even
answer.
really. The battle
means
in
to
Kirkwall
preserve
could have
as
been
well
just
as
like
an
what
agent
happened
for
in
change.
Ferelden, a
I only
one-time
wish
event.
she had lived to see it.
But because the real aspect was happening somewhere else, I think in Cumberland.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago?
Sorry, just... Yes, yes, yes.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
You're delightful, you know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
Who could have guessed the Inquisitor would be so odd?
I'll let you get back to work.
I love flirting with her. It's like she's you know, so awkward.
Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
I'm not gonna see what's in your pants, Bull. That's not. I mean, I'm flattered, but you know, just No, it's not me. It's me. It's not you. It's.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the Chant of Light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Hey, it's what's her name?
Scout Harding.
Scout Harding.
Your
Yeah.
worship.
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So,
She's
who's
so
Scout
cute.
Harding, really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
I have to go.
She is, I think, a romance option, but I don't know. It feels a bit too pushy if I go after her like that. Okay, and I'm gonna save because this part here tends to have a bit of a bug.
The order was sent?
Yes, Commander.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Yes, she would.
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
In my studies, demons either possess something from this world, or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. but Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost.
Somebody cut off their legs.
I made mistakes, but I made friends too.
You?
Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
I like Cole. I think Cole is also one of those examples of mental, non-neurotypical people, right? In the game. But it's hard to tell. Okay, that's close. I need to start fixing stuff. Let's talk to Cullen. What does Cullen have to say?
Send men to scout
And,
the area.
triplets.
We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Quadruplets?
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well.
Now.
Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
News from Thedas. Haven destroyed by Darkest Menace. Dire news from the Frostback. The pilgrim sanctuary of Haven, home of the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet hope, as reports indicate that the Herald of Andrasted and Inquisition leadership survive and have found refuge elsewhere. Crier Belinas, or Belinas. Oh, that's blocked.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Well, that's collapsed. Soulless. Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you now?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Here's the thing that's interesting about Dorian. He is a loyalist. He wants to help his people. He's a reformer,
Congratulations
right?
on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the
But
way.
he does have huge blind spots. Like, oh, men like this ruined my homeland. Yeah, I think that the whole Imperium thing was a bad thing to begin with, right? Empire, conquest,
Greetings, Inquisitor. That
and
is your
slavery.
title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. Huh. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now...
And here's, I think, one of the weaknesses of the...
Hardware
Well, not weaknesses, but I guess it's designed so that the player decides. Like, making everything gray and gray, right? They may just have some reasons, but they're, they have their faults. Having the Templars having some reasons, but also being more fault. But to me, clearly, all this happens because of sort of the oppression of the mages.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
And so that puts the mages as the underdogs, even though they have the more physical power. And I think it's one of the things, again, player agency and the illusion of control, especially in a game like this, is designed to allow...
After we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No. It's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
And so did his mother. General Not Cheriton.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're taking over the duties of Minave.
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples the second is still unhappy about the meal plan, tries to get into the pantry. Had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news. I managed to discourage Boulette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justina gave you. Felician, from the 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. She's quite delightful, and Smooples too is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house. However, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Black Shards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale secrets. And Charles integrated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Black Shards about their spies. All I had to do was put Smooples in his face and tell him that I hadn't have fed the creature that day. Your pay played his part admirably. Receive orders. You will depart from Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for Gardner to take over nut keeping. A little, little something from Origins.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Remind you of someone, Leliana? You take no damage from those walls, so...
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
It's alright, Varric. Not your fault you got saddled with... Yeah. Summon the council. To war!
Inquisitor.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
board. Like rats, but with magic and nasty sneers. Oh, that's something that Leliana should do.
Let us begin.
To work?
Let's see we can do the unfinished business, okay. Take out Cole for a spin. And yet they failed. And worse, they sided with the Templars.
Inquisitor. Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, what happened to my... What happened to my armor? I was like, oh. Sure.
A rogue Templar. It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
Since I'm just playing off time, I'm just gonna do some random events, some stuff. Just clean up the maps. Get a couple of levels before I actually go and take on a dragon. Which is really what I want to do. Probably do it tomorrow. I do have to do some game design on my own. I'm thinking about 2980 right now. And I should put together that document to get it ready. Ready for testing.
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
I think I should get that DLC that gets me the store. I mean, it's part of the game, so might as well get it. Yeah, because I also can buy new schematics or stuff. Doesn't make you overpowered, but it helps. Okay, I think the shards are... Schematics. I think I'm becoming a full-time streamer now that it's like, oh, I like to play this game. Well, wait a minute, I'm playing on stream. I guess I'll have to stream the game then. Ow. Come over here. Dark. I don't know, I'll probably play till 10 o'clock at night, you know, the usual. Just putting some hours. Doing the thing. Putting the time. Oh, there it is. So we're 5 days away? No, three days away from 6, 7, 8. No, 5 days away from Monster Hunter, which would be next week. Friday of next week, I think. Friday? No, Thursday. It's very interesting that they use this is from real life in the Irish and northeastern coast and the Scottish northwestern coast. Oh, Prophet's Laurel. Oh, nice, nice. It's a very important plant.
Not a bad spot to camp.
There must be something here. Wardens were here at some point.
Indeed they were. And where there's wardens, there's darkspawn. And skeletons. not through there. That's a good way to get yourself killed. Of course, considering this weather.
Why the odd look?
Light pastry with blueberries, sticky on your fingers, small hands reaching as Anthony tears his in half. But when you got to the kitchen, they were all gone.
Ah, yes. They are delicious, but do not last long.
I could get you one. The cooks don't see me.
Just because they don't see you doesn't mean it isn't theft.
That's sweet. That was sweet. It's like he just, and she's not like, oh my god, you're horrible. Stop reading my mind. It's like, well, just because you can get away with it doesn't mean it's the better thing to do. You know, but Vivian is like horrible monster, which is understandable. You're told that all spirits can be turned, are either demons or can turn you into demons. Then yeah.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Wants to hide.
From what?
From them? From himself? He doesn't know about us yet.
Cassandra, no. Looking around for more warden stuff. Wardens. Obsidian. What is this? Oh, this is close. Okay, never mind. Not this way. Okay. Never mind. Yes, I know that you can get some treasure out of that, but I often find that doing all those puzzles doesn't really amount to much of anything. By the time you get them, you don't get anything useful or... Oh boy, gotta get down there. button. It was the wrong button. Yeah, that's where I was before, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, never mind. 2 more shards here, so let's go get them.
It's very wet.
Yes, it is.
This belonged to the Wardens. Have abandoned these camps. They're looking for someone. Stroud, perhaps.
If they think him a traitor, then yes, that would make sense. Down we go. Don't kill the rams, please. Oh, stairs. How convenient.
Are we going to camp?
Yes.
Nothing to report, sir.
Yeah, no, that's a sheer cliff that I will not drop down. Because I don't have to. I don't have to go down there. I know birds fly, but should they float like that? Black Lotus. More Black Lotus. Yeah, that's all for me. I can't go in there yet. So also, there's something about doing these quests that you just kind of zone out and just keep doing it. Like, yeah, just doing the quest and the next quest and the next quest and the next and the next and the next and the next. And I'm like, okay. So let's go back to Skyhold. Not Haven, Skyhold. Darkspawn. Those are sought to claim Haven by blah, blah. Somebody clean up the bit.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Archery contest Saturday. All challenge welcome. Sister Liliana to judge, except Varric and Bianca. A place for all in service here, to rest, recoup, and persevere. To waits the heart, remembers best, saving grace, the herald's rest. Yeah, rhymes.
Nothing? Unfortunate. Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
Missions?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money Tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract with a Paragon namesake.
And
your qualifications?
To be honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
Yeah,
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Lots of standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
Ah, somebody cleaned up, huh?
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzammar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
Tevinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Yeah, that's where you're getting the tiles from. We have to go back to, Oh.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
I serve, as has always been my calling.
Bride of the Maker, though I am flesh, your light is ever present, and they'll have call they remember, and they shall endure. I shall sing to them the chant, and I will know we are yours, and none will stand before us. Canticle of Trials, 15:1. She looks familiar.
Impressive, is it not?
Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Alexius.
You recall Geryon Alexius of Tevinter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
Remind me, what's the precedent for nearly ripping apart time at the seams?
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
You swore to the mages you'd help them. I will have you uphold that promise. Fiona will take charge of you. Any knowledge, favor, or coin you own will go towards the mage's future.
A headsman would have been kinder.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Some interesting instruments.
Hello there.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Dagna. Cute little
You're the
Dagna.
magical advisor.
You're him, the Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The breach was pretty too. In a destroy-everything sort of way.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harris devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Carivia say. It's a long chain of who said what. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Carivius made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at the Circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. Wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden.
The Grey Warden.
The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The Surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
The Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. He saved me.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me.
I need, what do I need for this? Blank rune stones, and I think I can buy them in Orlais, Valhoyo. Damn, this looks nasty. my quarters. I think we're about to be done for tonight. For a little longer, but really, this is just busy work. Better get it done in the weekend, I suppose.
They've certainly spared no expense.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it here. So this is gonna be Skyhold. This is gonna be us, and I think I solved the problem with the slowing down on the stream. So that should be going on. So thank you all for coming, and as always, we'll see you back here probably on Monday at 8 o'clock East, 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock Eastern. So thank you for coming, and I see you when I see you.